Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Cassie Essery and this is Learn With Us. So as irony would have it, my last video was about what to do when you are sick at school. And here I am, sick at school, not too sick though. And obviously my voice is kind of given out, but because I've made a commitment to try and do these videos every week, I'm going to do this anyway. So here we go. So today we're just going to be talking about a few tips that I do that really help me leave my work at school and make the most of my time. So if that's something you're interested in, then keep watching and let's get to it. My first tip for you is to plan out your prep time. When you're planning for the week and you have PE, music, whatever, plan for what you're going to do during that time so that you don't get there and just look around thinking, oh, there are so many things to do, and then you don't know where to get started and you spend 5, maybe even 10 minutes trying to figure out what you need to get done, and then before you know it, the kids are back. So plan for what you're gonna do, whether it's making copies, cutting things out, prepping for a volunteer to do those things, whatever it is, write it in so that when you come back from dropping your kids off, you know exactly what you need to do and you can get started. My second tip is to simplify your grading process. Pick a method that is easy to explain to a volunteer or a parent or anyone who walks into your classroom that you can show them this is how you do it and they will understand. Because grading doesn't always have to be done by you. All that matters is what you do with that data. Something that I've picked up from teachers at the school I'm currently at is the way that they do their grades. And I personally think it is really awesome and simple and easy to explain. So here we go. You just have a roll sheet of whatever that subject is. You put their names in this side. Usually in these spots, I put the standard or the date or whatever it is that we're working on. And if they get it, I put an X. And if they don't get it, you put a line underneath. Simple enough, right? So if we're testing a standard, you put it here and you mark it every time with a different color. So we usually start with a pencil as the first trial, and you can mark on the bottom or wherever that the pencil means the first day that we practiced. And if they got it, then great. Exit off, move on to the next standard. But if they didn't get it, you put a line right at the bottom. Then the next time we go to test them, we use a different color pen to show, okay, this is the second time that they did it, and so on and so forth. So then you can see how many times they have tried this skill and it is just not working, or how many times they take before they passed, and then you can kind of see, wow, they really got pretty much everything after that. It was just that one hole that they needed to fill, and it's making sense. So I know that sounds kind of confusing, but here's just an example you can kind of see. With the different colors that we've used, you can see the progression of their mastery, and I just think it's a really nice way to quickly see. A way that we measure if they understand or have mastered it is 80% or higher. So whatever it is that we are testing them on, if they get 80% correct, we put an X. And if they get less than that, it's a line. Now, some of you might be thinking, that is not detailed enough, and that's okay. What really matters is that you have a process that works for you, is able to thoroughly keep track of their grades, and you can pass off to somebody else for the sake of being productive. Also, for those of you who have the grading of 3, 2, 1, I sometimes put a line in the middle, like a slanted half of an X to show like, hey, they're progressing towards that or approaching, but they don't quite have it mastered yet, but it's not like a dead nope, don't got it. Okay, so that's another way you can modify this to make it kind of mold to that system. So my third tip for being productive is to have a designated place in your classroom where people walk in and they can automatically look and see that you have work for them to do. So I just have two little trays that stack on top of each other, and one is labeled copy and the other is labeled grade. So whether it's spelling tests or math or something like that, I always put it in grade, and then things that I need copied eventually. Obviously, I wouldn't exactly put things in there that you need this afternoon or tomorrow. You don't put those things in the copy tray, but things that need to be done maybe next week. So that way, if somebody walks in or a parent asks, hey, do you need help with anything today? You have something that they can do. And then opening up your spare time to be productive in other ways. Because you don't need to be wasting all of your time at the copier when lots of people are capable of doing that. It's also awesome because you never want to be in that position when somebody comes in and they're like, hey, what do you need help with? A dream, right? It's a dream when someone walks in and asks what you need help with. And then you look at them and think, I have no idea. Ever been there? That is also for those times when my brain is mush and I cannot think of anything at the moment, but of course there are 1,000 things that I would need help with. So you can always just look in your copy or grading tray, which if you use a simple grading system, then not only can your helper grade those papers, but they can actually put that data into your grade book, in which saves you a whole lot of time. My fourth and final tip of how to be extra productive in the classroom is to put your students to work. That's right, they love to have jobs. I don't know about you, but my kids are always asking me, what can I do? Do you need help with anything? I mean, I know that's totally probably not the norm, but it is so sweet. And I definitely take advantage of that because if they want to help, even if they don't want to help, I need help. And you should not be spending 20 minutes cleaning off the desks, scrubbing off the glue, whatever. Give that job to a kid. You should not be spending time organizing the books. Give that job to someone responsible. You should not be spending your time taking the library books down to the library and bringing them back. No, that is part of their job. I kind of explain to them, it's sort of like at your house when you have chores. We have classroom chores too. And it takes all of us to make this room work, to make this place run. And so I need their help, just like their parents need their help taking out the trash and that sort of thing. So save yourself time and utilize your kids. And it also kind of gives them a little bit of a brain break because these things that are sort of mindless gives them a break and they like it. They like doing something other than just straight up and down schoolwork. So give them a job and save yourself some time. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching and bearing with me in this crazy froggy voice that I have. I'm sure you've all been there, so you understand. So if you like this video, make sure to subscribe down below or give it a thumbs up and comment below your time-saving tips for being extra productive in the classroom, because you know we all need it, right? Yes. And as always, please share this video with another teacher that you think would benefit, especially new teachers. I felt like I had no idea what I was doing and I didn't even know where to start. So share this with people who are becoming teachers or are brand new teachers and maybe just need all the help they can get. So thanks again for watching and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.